if you really want to have less karma and cause less pain, less suffering, and less sorrow for the plants, you can choose. You can select some special plants or special fruits to eat. I have done a little research into the kinds of vegetables and fruits that have no pain at all, or very little pain. The ones that I read here should have very little pain and suffering when you kind of cut them or pluck them to eat. Even fruits, when you pluck them from the trees, such as oranges, apples, mangoes, or papayas, the plants or the trees that bear these fruits do feel pain. I mean, like physical pain, even though they can't scream out loud to you. It's like nipping, like somebody nips your skin hard. That kind of pain. And also they feel so panicky and fearful. And as you can see, sometimes you cut the plant and some liquid comes out, fluid comes out from the plant. That is their so-called blood, just like we bleed when we are injured or cut. Most of the plants and trees, they do feel pain when we cut them for any reason, like for consumption. I only list here for you those plants, those vegetables, even those herbs, which do not feel such pain. Now I'm reading some of them, not very orderly because I just wrote down what I knew and fast. It's not a complete list. A rough rule is if the vegetable or plant you take food from contains mostly water, or their body is just made of fiber, such as the like of the banana plant, then it is most likely that they are painless, though there are exceptions. I didn't categorize them into alphabetical order, so I read what I wrote down for you. In case you want to choose the lesser pain and lesser suffering for the plants or the trees. All the trees feel pain when you cut them for any reason. And most of the vegetable plants do feel pain. So these are the ones that have very, very little or no pain at all. I'm reading those which have no pain at all. Watercress, cabbage, water spinach, cauliflower, coriander when they're young and sprouted very shortly, as if they're just still a sprout, not when they have already grown into plants and almost having a hard body. When they don't have yet a hard body, just like young sprouts, then it's okay. Then they don't feel pain yet. Soya sprouts, pumpkin sprouts, it's okay. Rice, wheat, corn, sugar from sugar cane, bread you can eat, yes, from wheat. You have a lot of choice, like even vegan pizza, vegan butter if it doesn't contain olive oil, asparagus, rocket, and tofu you can eat, tempeh, seaweed. Of course, you can eat vegan brown sugar or castor sugar, raw and not processed at all sugar. But of course, you should eat less sugar, yeah? Sugar is not that good for you. The less the better, yeah? Broccoli, onions, garlic, all kinds of melons you can eat. A cucumber can do. Sesame seeds, all seeds, peanuts, almost all nuts you can eat. Because when they dry, they fall down to the ground, and you can pick them up and eat them. In principle, anything that has fallen from the tree already, you can eat. When I was in Germany, along the roads, there were many apple trees. They don't belong to anyone. They just grow on the roadside. And I saw that many apples fell to the ground. I sometimes picked them up. They were green, not completely ripe or anything. And I picked them up and came home and made apple pie. This you can do, yeah? Mostly like that. Or nuts you can eat. Most of the nuts is dry and fell from the tree you can eat. All kinds of beans, fresh or dry beans. Lentils, mushrooms, all kinds of eatable, not poisonous mushrooms you can eat. Avocado, surprisingly, you can pluck and eat. Iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce, mustard greens, mustard leaves, kohlrabi, Chinese cabbage, bok choy, celery. All kinds of yams you can eat. All potatoes, like sweet potato and normal potato you can eat, of course. Okay, that's it. The list I made is very short. It's mostly for myself. Even the flower from the pumpkin you should not eat, because when you pluck the flower from the pumpkin plant body, the body of the plant feels pain and sorrow also. Even carrots, when you pluck them up to eat, they feel pain, yes. And those roots, like white radish and other types of radish, do feel pain. But there are some roots, like yams, you can eat. Sweet potato, all right. Potato, also okay. There are just some plants, some little herbs that do not have pain karma, that's why. Isn't that funny? Yeah, some plants have pain, some plants don't. But that's the way it is. Not just humans have to feel pain, but plants also feel pain. I'm not saying that you have to eat all that I have told you, but you can, in case you want to minimize karma. But nevertheless, make sure that you have enough vitamins and nutrition. Yeah, okay? By taking vegan vitamins and or supplements. All kinds of sprouts you can eat, like soy sprouts or sunflower seed sprouts. And by the way, sunflower oil you can use. Olive oil doesn't belong to the no pain category. When people beat the whole olive trees and beat all their branches, they do feel pain. But funny, coffee, when they pluck the fruit from a coffee tree, the tree doesn't feel pain. But the tea plants feel pain when you pluck the tea leaves to use. And other kinds of herbs, most of the herbs feel pain when you pluck them to eat, because their body already has hardened into a kind of real plant, not just a sprout. The reason why, for example, maybe water spinach doesn't feel pain when you pluck it is because it's mostly empty inside. And the sugar cane also has mostly water inside. And the banana fruits you can eat. The banana tree doesn't feel pain when you cut the banana bunch for consumption. And most of the fruits, they do feel pain when you pluck them. The trees of the fruits feel pain when you pluck them to eat. So mostly there's not much that we can eat. Berries you can eat. The berries don't feel pain. The berry tree is okay. Berry fruit's okay. But blueberry is not. Some other kinds of berries easy to fall from the tree when you touch it. Then you can eat them. That's all for now. Yeah. The best I told you is to eat air. But we're not used to it. That's difficult. Difficult to get used to eating air like the breatharian people. But it's not impossible. Just don't try when you cannot, because you will harm yourself. Your body might wither and die. So meanwhile, just eat the vegetables that I have read for you, and you can eat them with rice or bread, and you can eat the noodles that are made from wheat. Anything made from wheat is okay. Anything made from rice is okay, for example, like that. And many other spices like, for example, the star anise and cloves. They also dry, and when you harvest them, the trees don't feel so much pain, almost none. But many spices we cannot, like peppers even, black pepper, white pepper, and chili peppers, stuff like that. When we pluck them, we do cause pain for the plant. And of course, a little bit of karma that goes with it. It's not because of karma that we don't eat other plants or vegetables, but because we don't want to hurt them, that's all. If you do want to avoid hurting the plants or causing them worry or sorrow or nervousness, then you choose the vegetables in the list that I read to you. They have no pain. Or even if you have, it's like nothing. But the ones that I read to you is nothing, okay? No pain at all. Just in case you prefer that way, you have to see if your body can be sustained with the limited vegetables and fruit. But mostly like bananas, they're also complete food, One of your monk's brothers, he was in Costa Rica and his staple food was always banana. Yeah, he lived like that for many years. But now he doesn't live like that anymore because I supply, enough food, all kinds of food. You see, many people can live with very minimum food intake. You don't have to try anything. It's just for your information, okay? As long as you are vegan, I'm grateful already. And all the heavens will support you. And our planet will be sustained, will be kept safe and sound for you to continue to live on and for your next and next generations of children. If you love your children, please be vegan and teach them also to be vegan, to minimize the karmic consequences and to create a benevolent energy for our world. Then the planet will continue to survive, and so will we. As mentioned before, if some kind of herbs or plants that you make into sprouts and you eat when they're still sprouts or grown very little, not grown into a hard body of a plant or tree, then it's all right to consume. But it's better if you have your own garden, then you can decide. You see, for example, if a peppermint planted by you in your own garden, then you can use it if you cut the leaves very far away from the stem or from the body of the peppermint plant. Then that doesn't cause that much pain, very little or almost zero. Or like basil, you can cut like just 2/3 of the leaves and leave the bottom part of the leaves still attached to the plant. And some little leaf still left, then the new leaf will grow in that corner between the leaf stem and the body of the plant. New leaves will spring forth and grow. For many herbs, it's like that. But some herbs you have to cut the whole branch, even a small twig, then it will cause pain. For example, rosemary. If you want to use the rosemary, you have to cut a twig or part of the twig. That would cause pain for the rosemary plant, or bush, you call them. And those berries that you can just easily pick, almost like it will fall into your hand if you touch it. Those very soft berries, they are okay. They don't feel that much pain. So very little things. The plant of the strawberry does feel pain. But like peanut plants, they mostly already wither and yellow before people pull them out of the ground. Sesame plants, similar. And rice and wheat, they already die out. Their spirit left before people harvested them. So it's all right to eat. I am sure there are many and some more vegetables and fruits you can eat, but most fruit trees like mangoes and apples feel pain when you pluck them. But if they fall on the ground, then it's no problem. you can eat. There's no karma at all. They have already fallen off the tree, so you don't do much. Just pick them up. When I saw any fruit that fell from the tree before, I always pick them up to see if I still can use. Very nice also, still. And like tomato plants, we can eat the fruit. And the plant doesn't feel pain because it doesn't have pain karma. Isn't that wonderful? That plants even have karma. So anyway, maybe next time, if there's something else that you ask and I know about it, then I will tell you. All right. May God bless you all. And may God bless all the beautiful plants and beautiful herbs and bless our whole planet.